Hey everybody, how you doing? It is 4:24 a.m. and yes, I'm doing a late night, early morning mock draft. But if you think about it, 5 hours behind us is Hawaii, where it's 11 o'clock at the night. So anyway, but I'm playing catch up right here, and I'm gonna go through this real quick. Of course, the first 32 players to be picked. This is going to be very informal. Um, So I'm going to have some alpha conversations to the side with my mom because she was wondering what this whole mock draft stuff is all about. And the idea of a mock draft is you are making a simulation of what team you think is going to pick what player for the college draft. And right now, the Tennessee Titans hold the pick. And now in reality, they could trade it, right? They might give it to, say, the Giants. New York Giants have number 3. We don't know. We're not getting the trades here. We're just figuring out our guess of who gets which team is going to get what player. And so a number of you have some interesting takes on this. And so you probably thought that Zennie 62 wasn't going to do one this year. We normally have by now 5 of them done or more. So we're way behind, folks, but this is an effort to catch up. So by the end of the week, we'll have a bunch of these done in quick fashion, all right? But let me get things started by talking about the Tennessee Titans. Now, the Titans have a real quarterback issue. They drafted Will Levis. They thought he was going to go number 1, but if you watch this program, you know that I did not hold Will Levis in high regard as a number 1 pick. Just because, he's a strong-arm guy, but needs a lot of training. And you don't stick him in there and say, hey, do it, because what he's going to do is just disappoint you. And that's exactly what happened with the Titans, and that's precisely what happened. So what I'm going with this right here is I'm saying, and you're saying, I'm basing my picks, by the way, on the great CBS list of draft prospects. It's like 300 of them, with Travis Hunter number 1, okay? But I don't believe Travis Hunter is going to Titans, Mom. I think what's going to happen is that I really believe that Shedeur Sanders is going to be the pick of the Tennessee Titans, because there are people who think that Shedeur is going to go in the 2nd round. You've seen him play for Colorado. We sat here and watched him. He's a bona fide 1st-round pick, and should be the number 1 guy in my opinion. So in this case, this is what I believe. But San Francisco, by the time San Francisco picks, he's going to be long gone. Shedeur is that valuable. So Shedeur Sanders, yeah,
I do understand.
yeah. So Shedeur Sanders is
Go to Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's Joe Burrow, so they're not going to even try that. Joe Burrow's the quarterback gold standard. Okay, so we have Shedeur Sanders. Let me change that. Not change it, but let me delete that and put Titans. Okay, Shedeur Sanders.
We'll go to the Bears.
Titans. Bears have a quarterback. They
The
drafted
Bears have a quarterback?
they drafted Caleb Williams from USC last year. Remember I interviewed him at the
Remember?
draft? USC's quarterback Caleb Williams went number 1 last year.
Oh, CALEB, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, so Shedeur Sanders, Titans. So that leaves at number 2 the Cleveland Browns. Now, a number of people believe the Cleveland Browns need a quarterback. They let Jameis Winston go to the Giants, which I thought was ridiculous, but that's what they did.
Cleveland got rid of Jameis.
The Giants signed him for $16 million for a 2-year contract. Which
That is a good contract.
no, actually, the average is $25 million for 1 year.
16
So,
is good
but for 2 years,
contract.
not 16 million for 2 years. But Jameis should have.
$1 million a year.
He really should have. Jameis Winston should have a $32 million. Well, Yeah, he should have a $32 million contract for 2 years. Then it's $16 million a year, right? That puts him in the low range, okay? But he's getting away. They're getting away cheap. Now, if he comes in a 2-year contract and winds up marching him to the Super Bowl, yeah, he's definitely going to get a new contract. Absolutely, it's a prove-it contract. That's basically what it is with the Giants, and I think he'll wind up starting. Anyway, but all this has to do with the Browns. I think the Cleveland Browns are going to shock everybody and not pick a quarterback at all. I think that they're going to bring in Abdul Carter, right? Because the reason is that Abdul Carter is right now, you're talking about in the Penn State linebacker guy who's as good as probably better than Micah Parsons, with the other Penn State guy that went to the Cowboys, right? Abdul. Okay, you got it. Abdul Carter, Penn State. He's the number two ranked player in the CBS 2025 NFL Draft Prospects list. Zennie 62 Media ought to have its own list. Stay tuned, folks. We will. But anyway, right now this is just a matter of convenience, right? So Abdul Carter, and I did that again. I wrote Abdul Carter without writing the team. Okay, stupid. Zennie, get it together. Abdul Carter, Browns. Okay, right there. So we've got Cam Ward up there, but does that mean that I think that the Giants are going to get Cam Ward? No. Why would they want to do that? There's great quarterbacks to be had lower. The Giants aren't going to do that. You know what the Giants are going to do? The Giants are going to they really need a running back. Ashton Genty is the perfect replacement for Saquon Barkley. They let Saquon go. He was signed by the Eagles, and we know what happened after that, right? Yeah, Lombardi Trophy. So, Ashton, hey, John Akala. John says, hello, what do you think quarterback Kyle McCord of Syracuse, and where do you think he gets drafted? I think Kyle McCord's a third-round pick, John. It's great to see your opinion here. Hey, so at any rate, now what was that?
Barkley, they let him go.
Saquon Barkley was picked up, was free agency deal made to go to the Eagles. Mom, remember he was in the Super Bowl.
So that's what I'm saying. They're gonna let him go.
They already let him go. He was a New York Giants player the season before. Yeah, they let him go. So exactly. 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 The bet here, though, is the Giants are not going to be stupid this time. They're going to get Ashton Genty. Penn State going to the Giants, all right? And, yeah. Oh, by the way, John, I think Kyle McCord had a great offensive coordinator in Jeff Nixon, so...
The Eagles is not going to win next year, then.
I don't know. Why you so? Well, anyway, that's another problem. Anyway.
No, they're not.
So who's next in the choice area, folks? You would say, okay, what's the list look like? Okay, we've got the England Patriots are next at number 4. The Pats are next at number 4. So what are the Pats going to do? And right here. So I believe that given the players that are available here, well, they're not going to go quarterback. You know that. We're looking at Mason Graham of Michigan, just sitting there. He's considered the third best player there in the draft. Now, some people may want to take Kelvin Banks from Texas, offensive tackle, but I believe that the Pats need a great person up the middle, a plugger, that can really make a difference. And so I think the Pats are going to go Mason Graham from Michigan. And so, yeah, Mason Graham from Michigan becomes the pick. right here. And if I go upstairs here, hold on a second. See if I can. Hey, it won't let me get out. Okay, save changes. All right, cool. Mason Graham, New England. Mason Graham, New England. Yeah, he's a great defensive tackle. So Mason Graham. So we have the Pats next. Behind the Pats are the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jacksonville, there are a number of ways the Jaguars can go. They also don't need a quarterback. I mean, we know that. But I need a wide receiver, tight end, cornerback. There are a number of areas. What you need, by the way? I thought you. Anyway, they need to have a number of areas that can go. The question is, what will they do? I believe that they're going to go for offensive tackle. They're going to take. Well, yeah, they're going to take Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas. So Kelvin Banks Jr. will become a Jacksonville, a great player to protect quarterback's blind side there, and Kelvin Banks Jr. from Jacksonville. The pick there, and all right. So far, we've got pretty much a interesting draft, but it's probably going to get more interesting. Given the fact that we've got Cam Ward just sitting there, right, as quarterback. Now, we've got so far Travis Hunter still available. Travis Hunter has not been picked up. Now, why would I give – you're probably wondering, why would I give Mason Graham to New England rather than Travis Hunter? And I believe that they need a plugger up the middle. Now, a number of you are saying, this is a foolish thing. Travis Hunter is not going to fall this far. And this is where Travis Hunter gets picked. Sometimes it happens in the draft where teams have favorite players and the person you think is going to get picked at a certain level doesn't get picked. They start to fall. And then sanity takes over and someone says, wait a minute. That's what happened with Xavier Worthy. So what we have next, though, is behind New England, we have, in terms of New England, in Jacksonville, we have, guess who? The Las Vegas Raiders. The Las Vegas Raiders will get Travis Hunter. Boom. Las Vegas Raiders will get Travis Hunter. And you would say, why don't they take Cam Ward? And I would say, because you have a guy out there in Travis Hunter who can play wide receiver, cornerback. He's super fast. He's the Heisman Trophy winner. He's the second coming of Charles Woodson. And he'd be a perfect Raider. So that's what's going to happen. You're going to have Travis Hunter goes to Las Vegas Raiders, Colorado. That's what's going to happen. And that'd be pretty good, I think. I think. John Acala says, I think the Titans are going to take Cameron Ward. Really? That's interesting. I think, well, let's see what happens. That'll be interesting. But right now, we've got the Raiders, Travis Hunter, Las Vegas Raiders. Now, again, a number of you are saying, no. Travis Hunter goes to the Patriots. And I'm not going to argue with you with that. But Mason Graham is just sitting there, just 2 steps down. And the guy is a home wrecker. So you really, hey, look, there's some people that don't believe Travis Hunter should be ranked number 1. I'm not one of them. He should be ranked number 1. Okay. Moving forward in this draft, and we're going at a pretty good clip. We next have behind the Raiders the New York Jets. Now this is where Cam Ward goes. The Jets. Yep, the Jets. You hope Raiders take McMillan? That'll be an interesting one. Okay, so New York Jets. New York Jets. New York Jets. Cam Ward. All right. It's great to see you here, John. Had to deputize you and get you more in here. Get you in here more. All right. So Jets get Cam Ward. Next, after the Jets, like I said, we're in a pretty good clip. We've got the Carolina Panthers with the 8th pick. So with the 8th pick, who will the Panthers pick? Let's see here. Good question. With the 8th pick, the Carolina Panthers, what are their needs? As I think about the Carolina Panthers, they really need a top flight tight end. But I don't see anybody. Who do I want? You know what? I believe that Teroya McMillan. Here's your McMillan. I think McMillan goes to Carolina. Yep, I think McMillan goes to Carolina. So what do you think about that, John Akala? McMillan to Carolina. Carolina Panthers. Teroya McMillan. Boom. Right there. Ta-da. There we go. All right. So next. So we have next in the queue. We have we have the Panthers, the Saints, and the Bears. Okay. So Panthers we picked. The Saints are next at number 9. The Saints, they have a situation. Their running back is getting along in the tooth there. Alvin Kamara. But the running back that's worth taking that high is gone. That's Ashton. So, I think something happened with Olave. Olave popped up on Twitter. Let's see what's going on with Twitter and Chris Olave. I hope it's nothing serious. Olave. Excuse me. Olave. Oops. Olave. Let's see here. Oh, mock draft. Oh, trade. The Titans. They're trying. Someone was trying to figure out how to get the Saints the first pick, and included a complicated package of picks in Chris Olave. And Patriots fans think Saints would trade Olave for Milton straight up. Oh, gosh. All right. Moving along from that ridiculousness, the New Orleans Saints. I believe here is where the New Orleans Saints, they really need offensive tackle Will Campbell out of LSU. That's just the smart pick, okay? So the Saints will take Will Campbell of LSU. And so the draft is breezing by, folks. So there's New Orleans Saints, Will Campbell, offensive tackle. So that's a good, solid pick, right? All right. So next, we are at, hey, would you believe, folks? We're at number 10 already, Chicago Bears. And you think Chicago Bears would be a lot better to be lower, right? But no, here we are. We have the Bears at number 10. The Bears will take, very quickly, who do we make sure we don't have any leftovers here? Jalen Walker from Georgia, the edge rush, defensive end. So that was quick. It's going to be a Chicago Bear, Mom. So you like that, John? Hey, you got some viewers here tonight. Thank you. Hey, by the way, folks, we're dialing for dollars, so if you want to donate to the cause, please do. All right, so we've got Jalen Walker going. As I have said, I did that again. The Saints. Chicago Bears, I'm sorry. Chicago Bears. CHICAGO Bears. Jalen Walker, Georgia defensive end. There we are. Going down the list. Hey, everybody, how you doing? All right. We've got, all right, next, in terms of order, we have, come on. Yeah. We have, in order, we have the San Francisco 49ers, then the Dallas Cowboys, then the Miami Dolphins. This is where things get really interesting, all right? The Niners have pick number 11. Pick number 11. So I believe the Niners are going to take, let's see here. San Francisco 49ers are going to take, they're not going to take an edge guy like James Pierce. I think they're going to go after Luther Burden III, wide receiver out of Missouri. Yeah. Because you know why? You know, they don't have their boy, what's wrong with me and names today? The wide receiver, the 49ers just allowed to be picked up as a free agent going to the Commanders. Deebo Samuel. They don't have Deebo. They let Deebo go. Moms, the 49ers no longer have Deebo.
Oh, they getting rid of Debo?
They got rid of him. He's a Commander now. So Luther Braden III will be the replacement. I mean, it doesn't make sense. You know, it just makes sense, right?
No, they ain't gonna win nothing without Debo.
I agree. Hey.
Now, who else you don't get? Because what other running back is available?
Well, quarterback. I mean, a wide receiver. Luther Braden out of Missouri is top ranked. So,
He'll be new. They got to train him.
Well, yeah. Well, no, LSU. He's got some skills, Ma. He's plug and play. In other words, they can put him in a starter. He won't miss a beat, or they won't miss a beat. So Luther Braden is quite a top flight pass catcher. Luther Braden go to the Niners.
What I don't understand is why they let these good players go.
Oh, all kinds of stupid reasons. All right. Braden's a Niner. You can learn from Jerry Rice. And the Dallas Cowboys are at number 12. Ooh, the Cowboys. John Akala says, what do you think about the Lions proposing to eliminate automatic first down on defensive holding illegal contact? Will it pass? Nope. That is a loser out the door. No, it's because it's too much tradition, and the idea of having a first down as a penalty, guess what? It's to get you to stop holding on defense and stop doing illegal contact. That's the idea. Because if they get rid of the rule, guess what? We're going to have more defensive holding than ever before, and it'll slow down the game. It'll be all holding defense. Yeah, come on, right? If you want a fast game, what we have now from that perspective, I think is much better, John. It's a good question, though. It's a good question. Okay. Now, we have, now, as I was saying, going down here. Yep, you're right. My mom is in the background. She's criticizing the Dallas Cowboys here. The Dallas Cowboys, this is what the Cowboys are going to do. They got Marty Schottenheimer's son, Brian Schottenheimer, there. Marty Schottenheimer is a great guy. I had the pleasure of interviewing him in 1995. At any rate, the Dallas Cowboys will select. They're on the clock. Dallas Cowboys are going to select. Wow. Tyler Warren out of Penn State, tight end. Yes. Tyler Warren out of Penn State, tight end. There, boom. Tyler Warren becomes a Dallas Cowboy. Boy, that's going to make the Cowboys offense even more exciting. You know, because they have CeeDee Lamb and the great wide receivers, but they have anybody like Tyler Warren at tight end? No. He'll be the difference maker for the Cowboys. All right. So, hey, everybody, how you doing? We've got next in the queue, behind the Dallas Cowboys, of course. We have the great Miami Dolphins with the 13th pick. So with the 13th pick, the Miami Dolphins trade. Yeah, no, well, I can't trade in this one, but I think realistically they might do a trade. But in this case, they're not doing it. So Miami Dolphins, with the first pick, who are we letting go? We're letting some great people go by here. So we got to be careful what we're doing. Very, very careful in terms of who's available and everything else. So the question is, what will they do? What will they do? And how did I get so far down the board? Wow. Go up. Hey, go up there. Okay, now, I believe, yeah, of course. Georgia safety, Mekhi Starks. These Georgia boys are going off the board, literally. All right. Miami Dolphins will get a great Georgia safety for their defense, Mekhi Starks. Boom. Not bad. That's a great solid pick for the Dolphins. Next, we have, let's see here, in terms of our order, behind the vaunted Cowboys, at least in terms of team value, Cowboys and then the Dolphins, we have the Indianapolis Colts. Ooh. The Colts represent a number of juicy possibilities, don't they? All right, the Indianapolis Colts here have some needs on the interior, their defense. So let's see, Indianapolis Colts. I'm going to send them. Well, let's see here. I don't want to get too far down or ahead, but I've got I've got Campbell's gone. You know what? There's a Michigan cornerback just sitting there. Michigan cornerback Will Johnson. Yeah, I think he becomes an Indianapolis Colt. Yeah. So Will Johnson is cornerback. Yeah. Right there. So boom. That's it. He becomes an Indianapolis Colt. I can't see the junior cornerback from Michigan falling that far. Like to, this level. It could happen. It may even fall further. Sometimes it happens. Depends on a lot of things. Now we've come to, and like I said, this is not the only mock draft I'm going to do. Where are we here? We have the Atlanta Falcons next. Now, Falcons are a team of which I am intimately familiar for a host of reasons. All right, the Falcons on offense are pretty solid. They've got great tight end, running back, receivers. The line could use some help on the offensive line, but really, I think they need help defensively. Grady Jarrett is not there. Grady Jarrett is a Chicago Bear. They let him go and stay in the NFC for more money, which I thought was stupid, but that's what the Falcons did. So the Falcons, as far as I'm concerned, you have to plug a hole there, right? So why not use this opportunity to get, James Pierce, the Tennessee 6'5", 245-pound edge rusher, because you're losing a rusher. Yeah, granted, defensive tackle, right? It's not a perfect replacement, but given that your defensive line talent is weakened, what better way to strengthen it than bringing in one of the top two edge rushers, and you're bringing in James Pierce from Tennessee. Because the guy that's from Georgia that you would like to get, he's going to be gone. And the way this is going, we already allowed him to get away, right? So we allowed him to get away up the stream here. He went to the Saints. He went to the Saints. I'm sorry, no. Jalen Walker was picked up by the Jalen Walker's picked up by the Bears, right? So James Pierce Jr. goes to the Falcons. Next, I answered that one. We have next here behind the great Falcons, the Arizona Cardinals, with a 16th pick. So what will the Cardinals do with a 16th pick? Trade. No, I'm just kidding. Arizona Cardinals select. Let's see here. I think they're going to go a little hybrid here. Colston Loveland, Michigan tight end. Colston Loveland. Some people think that he's better than the other tight end that I sent to the Cowboys. Colston Loveland becomes a Cardinal. Boom. Now, let's see here. Now, note I'm drafting a lot on best athlete available as opposed to, sometimes in need, a combination of both. A little bit of a combination of both. Okay. So now that we've got that done with Colston Loveland going to the Cardinals, we have the Cincinnati Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Really, they're another organization that needs defenders. Their offensive help will come, I think, in the bench warmers, right? But that looks good. Thank you. Yummy. Spaghetti. Boy, oh boy. Thank you. Okay, the Bengals. Next here, we have here. Cincinnati Bengals get, Anybody want to shout out a name? uh, Ole Miss defensive lineman Walter Nolan. Boom. Yes. Boom. Bengals. Easy. Market. Ding. Done. Next. Okay, now we're getting to the meat of the league. We took care of the Bengals. We're about halfway done, folks. Seattle Seahawks. Wow, the Seahawks. Seahawks had decent running back, actually. Although I want to replace him, but who? Okay. Seattle Seahawks. Changes. Seattle Seahawks. We've got, looking down the way here. We don't have. Oh, you know what? Ohio State's Emeka Igba. That's who the Seattle Seahawks will get. You would say, wait a minute, he just got, well, nah. Seattle Seahawks. Yes. Wide receiver. Boom. Ohio State. He's there, get him. Boom. More toys for the offense. So next, we have got the Seahawks out of the way. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at pick 19. The Bucks. Why do I believe the Bucks are going to go defense? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's see. Because there's a lot of great defensive players at the top level. You got to get them while they're there. Get them while they're hot, right? Okay. So, oops. Wait a second here, folks. All right, cool. All right. What's going on here? All right. We've got Gently Starks. Pierce is gone. Armand, offensive tackle. Yeah, Armand Membo for the Bucks. And Baker Mayfield. Boom. Yeah. So that's ahead of Colston Loveland. And let's see, Micah Williams is gone. Nolan's gone. At least Mike Green, the edge sophomore from Marshall, is the best available right now as we go along. Okay, so next, pass the Bucks. Pass the Bucks. Ha 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 ha. That's a joke, folks. Next, pass the Bucks. The Broncos, which scored with Bo Nix last year. There's their new quarterback. So this year, however, what do they need? Just watching the Broncos this year, they need defensive help. They need defensive pass rush help. And they need somebody like, Mike Green of Marshall. He's sitting right there. Boom. Mike Green. It's an edge rusher, right? Boom. That's the guy they need. They got him. Next. Okay, so past the Broncos, we've got the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers. Okay. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I think needs offensive line help there. They've got, we've got Ohio State offensive tackle Josh Simmons is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. Boom. There he is. Josh Simmons. Steelers. Got him out of the way. We're almost done. I'm getting through this, Yeah, thank you. Who's your favorite team now, Mom?
San Francisco 49ers.
The Niners. So, who would you like to see the Niners do in the draft overall?
I'm not that familiar with what the draft is. I mean, the people that's in the draft this year.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Well, I'd like to see the 49ers get a couple of really good running backs that run over people.
It's a good idea. See, Mom, you're better at this than you thought.
Huh?
You're better at this than you thought.
I didn't think I was bad at it. I know a good football player when I see him.
Yes, ma'am. Absolutely. Okay. So,
because some of these teams have guys that the guy throwing the ball and you can't stop them. They are going to the touchdown.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we're taking care of the Cardinals, the Bengals, the Bucks, the Broncos, the Steelers. Now we have the LA Chargers next, number 22. LA Chargers, to me, really need a tight end, but he's not here. John Acala says Steelers do not need offensive line help, especially if they end up signing Rodgers. I don't.
Is he still
Aaron,
with the Jets?
He's a free agent.
Oh.
See, I look at it in reverse, John. I believe the Steelers need offensive line help simply because of the play that I saw. They need somebody. They need a top flight guy.
Steelers need Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers? I'm not sold on him, man. I don't know why everybody's like Aaron Rodgers.
Are you kidding? How he was? Oh, I remember being scared of that guy.
But that was back then. Now he's 41 years old, and he was with the Jets and didn't do much. He got injured. He sat out.
He got injured.
Made a weird movie and stuff.
Who knows? He's not going to do well.
I don't. I'm not willing to bet the ranch on him. Having him as part of a stable of quarterbacks, a younger guy, yeah. But I mean,
I'm trying to think of.
Am I willing to chance it since he's a Golden Bear? Yeah, because he's a Golden Bear. John says.
How old was the guy that was with the quarterback?
I said they need. Yeah. So John Acala agrees with you, Mom.
Yeah.
You're both Aaron Rodgers. Well, you know.
Aaron Rodgers is good.
He is.
Pinpoint a guy and just hit him on the.
He is.
I watched it.
He is. It's just he's.
He got hurt, and then he didn't have. To me, the Jets didn't have anybody to go with him.
I think
because basically when he was with Milwaukee, he had some good running backs.
And I was going to say, I think that where he is in his life, if I were forced to build a team around him, I would start with running back, and I would start with a power running attack.
I don't think to me, he's still good.
Take the pressure off him.
I couldn't figure out why he went to the Jets from Milwaukee either.
Because the Packers had Jordan Love, and he didn't want to sit behind Jordan Love, and that's really what it was coming to. Jordan Love came into his own. Marched the Packers to the playoffs.
They didn't have anybody else to go with Jordan Love, and they just knocked him down the whole year.
But they clobbered the Cowboys.
Every time I looked at him,
and in the play, Mom,
being tackled and
the Packers clobbered the Cowboys in the playoffs a couple of years ago. That was Jordan Love. So they didn't miss a beat. They letting Aaron Rodgers go was a luxury for them. It's okay, bye. Just hate to put it that way.
Love was pretty good, but they didn't have anybody to go with him.
Right.
Because they kept sacking him.
Right. That's true. And sometimes he throws interceptions. Anyway, okay. Where are we, folks? We've got.
You need a quarterback and two good running backs.
But the question is, which team are we at next in order? Hold on a second, folks. Let me get the list again. Make sure that boom, because we just took care and discussed the Bucks and the Steelers and the Broncos, the Chargers. We sent. Oh yeah, we haven't sent the Chargers anybody yet.
Where's the draft this year?
Green Bay. 22, the Los Angeles Chargers. Hold on a second. Let me get this out of the way. LA Chargers. LA Chargers select. Right here. Hold on a second. The LA Chargers select. G. Campbell, linebacker from Alabama. First linebacker to go. Boom. Alabama. There you go. Okay. Next. All right. We have after the Chargers at 23. Hold on a second. All right. Chargers at 23. We have the Packers. The Green Bay Packers. And we were talking about Jordan Love getting sacked, right? So naturally, you got to find a lineman for him. And right now, we've got, let's see here. Don't know of anybody that's ranked to where we want to take. Josh is gone. And a lot of okay. Josh Connolly Jr. out of Oregon will be offensive tackle, who becomes a Green Bay Packer. Boom. You know? Yeah, Josh Connolly Jr. All right. So that leaves us with, as we go here, the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh's team, the Packers. Getting down there, folks. The Minnesota Vikings. Okay, so you're wondering who's next. We have the Vikings, the Texans, the Rams, the Ravens, the Lions, the Commanders, the Bills, the Chiefs, and finally the Eagles. All right. So now we have the Vikings right here. Minnesota Vikings select. That's going to be interesting. I think they have enough wide receivers there, do they? Maybe Matthew Golden of Texas. Yeah. Matthew Golden of Texas. Boy. And the Vikings offense with Justin Jefferson. Ooh, look out, folks. Touchdown City. Touchdown City. Yeah. Matthew Golden of Texas comes a Minnesota Viking. Boom. Yep. So that leaves us to where we are at. Having allowed him, that'll be exciting. Ooh. Mr. Golden. The Houston Texans next. Houston Texans have really need to power up their defense. They need to focus on building their defense for the championship because, as far as I'm concerned, they're getting better, but they didn't with Will Anderson, but they're not quite there, right? So guess what? The Houston Texans get? They're getting a defender from me, and a good one. Yes, indeedy, Speedy. Hold on a second. I got all right. So we're looking at. You okay? Okay. Oh, okay. Anyway, the Houston Texans will select right here. Just lost that person. Oh, you know what happened? They went way down on me. Come on, computer. Go back up to where you were. There we are. Nick Scoron from Texas A&M. So, he stays in Texas. Not bad, huh? Yeah, that's something I think Tony Busby will like that one. How do you like that one, Tony? Your Texas A&M guy is going to Houston, Texas. Tony Busby's that lawyer, good lawyer, not that lawyer, but he's a great lawyer. Sometimes he can be that lawyer. In this case, he is that lawyer. But anyway, all right, moving along. We have. Why am I keep doing that? Okay, we've got the LA Rams, which came very close to beating the Eagles in the playoffs. Number 26, the Los Angeles Rams with the 26th pick. The Los Angeles Rams select Shamar Stewart. Well, no, they've got defensive help is there, so they're not going to do that. South Carolina safety Nick Emmanuel. That's who they'll get. Boom. Right there. Boom. Rams. Okay. Now who's next? Past the Rams. I already said it earlier, didn't I? The Ravens. Wow. The Ravens. More defensive help for Baltimore. Who are we going to give them? How about inside line? No, do I want to do that? Or send him Tyler Booker? No, Tyler Booker's gone. Let's see here. Derek Harmon, defensive lineman. That's who will be the Raven. Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Has got what it takes to be a great Baltimore Ravens player. So that's where he's going. Baltimore. Since they got the next pick. Baltimore Ravens. There. Boom. Right there. Derek Harmon. All right. Almost finished, folks. Almost finished. Because after the Ravens, we have the Detroit Lions. Ooh. Gonna have some fun with this pick. The Lions. Who are the Lions gonna get? Lions, let's see here. Detroit Lions. Boom. The Lions really need line people, offensive line people. So, Connolly's gone. I'm going to send them Arantes Ursery out of Minnesota. Arante Ursery, senior offensive tackle, 6'6", 330 pounds, folks. Talk about a mountain. That's who I'm sending. Yeah, the Lions are gonna. That guy's gonna be a Detroit Lion, and a great one. Watch, I have foreseen it. Absolutely, I have foreseen it. Now next, the Commanders, another team that needs defenders. Whew. Whew. A lot of that going around, huh? Washington Commanders. Boom. Now I am one who believes the Washington Commanders need senior DB Trey Amos from Ole Miss. Yes. From Ole Miss. I'm not sold on the Commanders' backfield. They've got Marshawn Lattimore. He basically arguably lost the playoff game for the Commanders against the Eagles. He gave up 2 touchdowns with his behavior back there and fouls and everything. It's like, oh, come on, man. You're roughing and everything and beating people up. No. Trey Amos to the rescue. All right. So, what do we have next? Okay. The Bills, the Chiefs, and the Eagles. The Bills are next. Let's see here. What do we get for Josh Allen? What's available? Let's see here. I think there are a lot of defenders here. There are a lot of great defenders here, folks. And I'm looking at Jack Sawyer out of Ohio State for defense. So Jack Sawyer is going to be a Bill right there. Oops. Excuse me. I highlighted the wrong thing. Jack Sawyer is a Bill. Now we come to the Chiefs. The Chiefs need help on defense. We saw how the Eagles ran roughshod over them, overpowered them, So they've come to the right place. I'm going to give them Tennessee defensive lineman Omar Norman Lott, 6'2", 291 run plugger. Although, part of me thinks that, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to give him that 60, because they need that heft up front there because they got manhandled. So, Kansas City Chiefs. And Chris Jones needs some help over there. Chiefs. Boom. That's it. Omar Norman Lott. We come to the end, folks. We come to the end, folks. The Philadelphia Eagles. And what will the Eagles select? The Eagles. The team that has Jalen Hurts and all of these great players that have become household names in a lot of households. But the Eagles really need, and I'm going to give them, Marcus Mabau out. Well, you know what? Do I want to do that? Yeah, I do. Marcus Mabau out of Purdue. 6'4", 300 pounds. 6'4", 300 pounds. Marcus Mabau. 6'4". So Philadelphia Eagles. Well, I thought about there. Now, John Akala was saying the Chiefs' offensive line also struggled. You know what, though, John? I thought offensively the Chiefs' biggest problem was they didn't throw enough short passes. I thought it reminded me of the 2008 Super Bowl pitting the favored New England Patriots against the New York Giants. If the Patriots had won that game, they would have ran the table that year. I was at that Super Bowl, right? The Patriots got there because of that innovative spread short passing game. But then guess what? They got away from it in the Super Bowl, trying mid-range and deep passes. And what did it do? That strategy played right into the hands of the Giants' deep blue wrecking crew, front four, led by Michael Strahan. And they harassed and sacked and chased Tom Brady as much as they possibly could. They gave him a shellacking. And And that's because the Patriots got away from their game. To me, similarly, the Chiefs got away from the short passing game they're known for, and they were trying these downfield and mid range shots, and the Eagles were not giving them that kind of time. They were playing a shell, and the Chiefs were trying to throw over the shell or past it, rather than just saying, "Hey, you know what? We're gonna use 5 wides. We're gonna throw like 2 yards. You turn around and go here, and just march down the field. Use all 4 downs." Right? They didn't do that. So I thought the reason why their offensive line looked like it struggled is because they were being asked to do too much, to hold the time for too much, to execute plays that really should have been quick bang bang plays rather than long developing ones. They started out the game with bang bangers, and they just got away from it. It was like, I don't think physics was in their game plan. So there you go. All right, folks, it's 5:25 in the morning. This has gone on for 1 hour, exactly 1 hour. John, you got any closing thoughts? Because I'm going to do this again. I know, I'm not going to do it again right now, but I'm going to do another one. We're supposed to do one today, later. So I'm going to make a new vessel because Anthony Carrillo and I talked about doing one, and we invited Bill Carroll, but I haven't heard from Bill. So I figured, I'd get this out of the way and move forward. Any closing thoughts, John? John going once. John going twice. John going 3 times. Not Johnson. Maybe John's left. I guess John's left. All right. Hey, thanks, everybody. And subscribe to Zennie62 on YouTube and bookmark. Have you seen our new NFL news web? Yeah, you got to see this. You got to see it. No more thoughts. John is around. Hey, John, you said no more thoughts. You must have been turned away for a second, or you fell asleep. At any rate, all right. You got to check this out, John. This is our new website for the NFL. Newish, I should say. New-ish. NFL News. Right here. Yeah. NFL News. That's it. NFL News by Zennie62.com. Isn't it beautiful? This is the new one. You can go, and by the way, if you click on this is play. There's actually a little video in here. This is one of Bill Carroll's videos. It should play there. It's not playing. At any rate, let's go down here. There's scouting combine schedule, right? Bill and I he was on site. I was remote. Then Bill did a mock draft there. Okay. We are mock drafting. And then, of course, we were credentialed for Super Bowl week. So we have Jalen Hurts Super Bowl trophy. And this is a press release. Now, this is a Roger Goodell press conference. So you click on that, right? Just as I did. And then you scroll down here. And all you have to do is click on this, right? And that's actually the press conference, okay? You got all these people walking around and all that. And then eventually you scroll up here and they're still waiting for Roger to get there. And finally Roger does get there. Well, maybe not. Over here. And then there. And then finally, I think it was here. They're still waiting for him. That's Mark Gannis over there. Yeah, Mark was hanging around there. So anyway, when did he finally come in? There. Finally came there. So there's Goodell, all right? So you can watch Goodell and, John says, looks cool. I'll check it out. Thank you, John. Yeah, and feedback. Hey, John, I'm thinking of turning this site into a social media site. Just where everybody has their own user profile and that. So what do you think? Would you join? No cost, we get the money from you from other ways, like your activity. But I'm really thinking about adding a social media component to this site. Thinking hard about it in preparation for the draft. This is, and we have other goodies like this one. This was on my live stream from the fall NFL owners meeting in Atlanta. Scroll down here if you want to watch it. Excuse me. There we go. And all you have to do is scroll down here to there. Go up a little bit right there. And voila, I hit it and boom. This live stream, John Akala, is 7 hours long, nonstop. It's the only live stream in NFL history ever done at an NFL owners meeting where the live stream was nonstop 7 hours. 7 hours. That's right. I'm very proud of it, folks. So yeah, check out check it out. And then not only that, then you know what else is neat? Take a look. See this? See, I'm watching it there, right? Oh. See? That's cool. That's cool stuff. All right. All right, everybody. That's cool. That's cool stuff. Yeah. Cool tech. All right, everybody. Live long and prosper. Yeah. Cool tech. All right, everybody. And thanks, Mom. Live long and prosper. That ends the stream. And thanks, Mom.